Hi legends, I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday, getting ready for the weekend. No, I'm not going to stare at the screen before I start talking, right? So I started talking immediately. I just never know when the streaming is actually going live or whether the feed is still coming through. So just laughing at the comments here from Kate. Welcome to the stream, legends. Nice little breakout here from Bitcoin. As per my update this morning, I said keep an eye on the trend. Okay, the trend is your friend. The momentum is up, and now we're getting a nice little pump here to the upside. Legends, let's keep it conversational. Let's keep it relaxed today here on the live stream. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin, see where we could possibly, potentially reject. Can we reject from where we are right now? Okay, I do see some nice green volume kicking in here at the moment. Smash up the like on your way in. Let's go, legends. Okay, right, let me switch on my little circle over here. Okay, Ahmed, welcome. I think this is a fake out, okay? Yes, definitely. I mean, it can always be a fake out here to the upside, but I mean, it is supported with some nice green volume that is almost superseding some of the selling pressure that we've had over here. Okay, so maybe this pump will continue. Let's just see how high it will continue. I've got some levels marked out. Obviously, we've got some heavy resistance above, and we've been waiting for this little breakout here to the upside. But I mean, legends, if you have listened to my update this morning, you will know, okay, that I have been keeping an eye on this trend, okay? And then, on the 15-minute, I saw on the 15-minute, we had this small little dump here to the downside, and then we created insane bullish CVD with this little momentum here to the downside. As we were falling, CVD just absolutely crashed to the downside, confirming that you're going to take the high once again. Oh boy, and we didn't just take the high, we had a massive pump here to the upside, but you can see where we are currently getting rejected. Remember this weekly point of control, okay? The question is this pump going to continue? Legends, let me know if the music is too loud or too soft, because I can't gauge whether you guys can hear me clearly over the music. I'll put it softer if it's too loud. Just let me know in the comments. Okay, legends, you can see where we are currently struggling. Weekly point of control. I've had this level on my chart for quite some time. You can see how beautifully it offered resistance, okay? We failed to break through. We retested it as support. Resistance, and this is where we are once again. Okay, so probabilities is that if we can close a high time frame body candle above this weekly level over here, there's a chance that we're going higher. Okay, and I'm eyeing that $66,500. Let's just call it 66,500. That's the area that I'm eyeing over here, but I mean quite a big resistance zone above. Also, when I switch on my daily levels, okay, massive resistance box in this area, legends. Be aware, okay? This could potentially be the rejection zone inside of this zone over here. We have the 1.618, we have a daily level, we have a high volume node on the larger time frame, 4-hour, 8-hour time frame, high volume node. So is this the area where we're going to rejection, or legends, are we literally going to just reject from where we are right now? Okay, you can see that we've currently claimed the liquidity above these highs, and this is where we're struggling. Okay, so definitely a possibility that we fall down from here. And then I will observe CVD to say that, well, if we do get momentum here to the downside, do we continue building a bullish CVD? Okay, or are we just going to form a little bull flag here over here, consolidate, chop, and have another leg here to the upside to come and claim this high? Right, legends. Let me say hi to the community over here. Irina, welcome. Thanks for joining the stream. Kate, only 3 seconds of silence before the stream started today. My uncle does the same. Alan Clark, hi all. I'm in a long, so can't be a fake out. Just took some profits at the 618. Definitely, always great. Okay, I mean, I'm not sure if you're ticking, if you are talking about the fib from this high to the low. And yeah, by the 618 is where you took some profits. Beautiful profit taking area. I mean, 786 also profit taking area. Right, legends. I mean, if we want to speculate on a fake out over here, Okay, what I am looking at the structure, maybe, okay, let's see, maybe there's a possibility for a harmonic over here, okay. No, not really. Okay, it's not supposed to make a lower high over here. Okay, let's just scrap that idea off the cards as quickly as we started that idea. Okay, legends, at the moment we are trading above the weekly point of control, and we could still pump up here to the 786. We have some underbelly resistance, and probabilities do increase as soon as you start tapping the 0.88 over here. You could have a little bit of a retracement back to retest the point of control, always the 618 level, and then continue and take the high again. Okay, legends, if you've missed, okay, the breakout, crap, Devil spoke about the breakout this morning, okay. Keep an eye on the trend. I didn't say that we are going to break out over here. I said just keep an eye on the trend. Okay, the trend is your friend, and the trend will tell you whether momentum is going to continue, because from a corrective structure perspective, I mean, this was really a confusing corrective structure, that when you take a fib from the high to the low, okay, we wanted that 1.1 ratio at least to be hit, and we didn't even hit that level. So quite a confusing corrective structure here to the downside. But okay, there's a but. There is still a possibility for, let me go get that one. Okay, there's still a possibility for a WXY. Okay, where this is still part of a larger corrective structure, which is more sideways than downwards, if you guys get the picture. Still a possibility. I think what I would like to see for this X wave is not to surpass the 786. Okay, I think if the X wave is going to tap here, the 0.88, I think this scenario will be invalidated as well. So we're not just out the woods as yet, and we're going to go to all-time highs and maybe go here to the $66,000, $67,000 area, right? We have to acknowledge that there is some nice green volume kicking in, which is superseding, okay, the corrective structure volume. So this is potentially the start of something in the making. But let's see if we reject here by the 786. Right, I just have to always, legends, I have to highlight both bullish and bearish scenarios. I cannot just lean to one side, okay? From a trading perspective, you know, if you plan your trade, you can make money, okay, with any momentum. So, I mean, if you played the breakout over here, right, you had your stop below the lows, or whichever pivot you chose to put your stop loss, okay, 618, like Mr. Alan Clark, okay, said, like Mr. Alan Clark said, 618 was a great profit-taking area. Next profit-taking area is the 786. If you tap the 0.88, okay, you could potentially leave some of the position open. I'm not sure what, you know, part of your trading strategy. Maybe you leave 10-20% of the position open, and then you come and claim the highs over here. Okay. Right. Legends. Let me say hi to everyone. Mr. Dev, 3D rejection from current zone, not yet. We're still pumping it to the upside, no rejection yet. Okay, CVD actually still, I'll be honest with you guys, looking at CVD over here, let's go on to the 5-minute. I don't spot any bearish CVD just as yet. Okay, no bearish CVD. We don't have a higher pivot. We do have bearish CVD almost, not yet, almost against this pivot. Okay, it looks like this pump could continue, right? For now, I don't spot any bearish CVD. Okay, let's see how this plays out. I am keeping an eye here on the 786 level, legends. Okay, definitely still keeping an eye here on the 786, right? Because, I mean, what a fake out, okay? It looks like you're exploding, breaking the trend, and then you come back down and bounce on this trend over here, right? 1, 2, 3 to the downside. Just always have to be prepared, and that is why we have exercise great risk management. This is why you trade with a stop loss, because the market is here to surprise you. This could be a nice little Friday pumpy action to the upside, and then we start tumbling down before the market closes. Okay, legends, I made myself a nice cup of coffee. I think it's still too hot to drink. Let's try. Wow, that is hot. Even knocked my mic over here. Let me just... Right, legends. Alan Clark. Yep, that was it. Yes. If it taps a 786, then we might see higher level. Right, but I mean, I would say the 0.88. We might see higher levels if we tap the 0.88, because the 786 is still considered a decent retracement level. When you have a pump to the downside, 382, 50%, 618, 786 is still considered a decent retracement zone, okay, for momentum to continue to the downside, right? When you start tapping the 0.88, there's always that possibility you tap the 0.88, you retrace until the 618, and then you take the high, okay, or you can just do it directly. Right, but one of those two scenarios usually play out, especially when you start tapping and dancing around the 0.88. Okay, I just want to take that 382 out the way. I don't really use that fib level. Right, legends. So let's go just clean up the chart over here. Do this. I have so many stuff going on here, and I like to have a clean chart. Let's go onto the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's look at the structure over here. Take some of these things out the way. Okay, legends, this morning during my update, I also spoke about, before we go into the bigger structure, look at how beautifully, okay, keeping it simple. This is, you know, that was the theme for me this morning during my YouTube update. Guys, keep it simple. Elliott wave theory is complicated. Fibonacci, swing failure patterns, a lot of people don't understand it. They struggle with it. And I said, guys, just keep it simple. We do have a trend line running up here, and we're currently finding support. We're grinding here against the trend line, and we haven't lost it. We've left some weeks behind, okay? And then I said, keep an eye on this trend, because we're being squeezed, okay? We're being squeezed inside here. So it's either going to break down, or it's going to break up like it's doing now at the moment. So you need to pay attention when you get a squeezy scenario over here between two trends, because if you break it, you're coming back to the home line, this trend that hasn't been tested yet. So perhaps price still wants to move up here, and then it's going to come back down to this trend over here, okay? So, I mean, legends, yeah, just keeping it simple. Played the breakout, okay, and it looks like it wants to come claim the high. It might already be at the 786. It looks like it's, let's see. Price is moving fast over here. Let's just keep a track on it. Okay. If it taps the 0.88, there's definitely a chance that we're going to come claim the highs. Okay, right. Green volume is kicking in over here, so this looks great, legends. For those of you, okay, that missed the trade, crap, I missed the trade, please do not FOMO in, okay? What I would recommend is wait for a consolidation. Wait for a consolidation, because that is the opportunity where you can draw a trend and you can play the breakout again, and you can exercise great risk management. So you sit on your hands, you enjoy the price action, you eat some popcorn, see what it's doing, maybe pretend to put in some fake trades, you know, using the tools here on Tradingview, but please do not FOMO into trades, okay? You need to have a plan, you need to have good risk management. Where are you going to put your stop loss? If you enter right now, where are you going to put your stop loss? How are you going to manage risk if price just falls down here? Right, if it's part of your strategy to jump on rockets, then by all means, you know, that's part of your strategy. It's not part of my trading strategy. So what I would wait for is, I would wait for a little bit of a consolidation to form. Okay. Right, legends. And what I mean by consolidation is, you could, for example, if I have to use a simple example over here, you can look at this structure where you can put in a trend. Okay, you put in a trend, you break the trend. Okay, and it goes to the upside. Right. As a simple example, I mean, yes, we didn't claim the highs over here, but we could definitely do with the momentum here to the upside. So you wait for consolidation, wait for price to slow down, okay? And you can then track the momentum and play the breakout, okay? Stop loss, you know where to take profits. You take a fib from the high to the low, also take profits on the way up, pay yourself, make sure that your fees are covered. And then there's the potential to come and claim this high. We haven't tapped the 0.88 just as yet, but it looks like we want to. Okay, right, legends, what I wanted to check here on the 4-hour time frame, Okay, come on, my mouse is not working nice today. Right, I want to take a fixed range, and I know the Bybit and the Binance trading pair is slightly different. Okay, you can see that I have here on the Binance chart, I have a high volume node at $62,800, but I can see that there's a high volume node here as well, purely just looking at the volume. Okay, you can see that there's a high volume node there as well, and I think I do actually have that level marked out over here, right? High volume, I marked it out as a high volume node, right? So if this pump continues here to the upside and you feel confident that we could come and reject by this point of control, it's also referred to as a point of control, because on Bybit I see it, the point of control is still here. It's only on Binance that it's over here. Okay, so obviously on Binance there was more volume traded during this section over here, and then on Bybit there was more volume traded in this region. So I will definitely pay attention. We have a high volume node which I can see here on the Binance chart, and definitely a rejection or a possible rejection area. Nothing is ever guaranteed in the market, but a high probability for a rejection area in that zone. Okay, so I mean, pay attention. If price continues to move up here, okay, I want to see some signs of weakness over here. We've got the 618, we have a daily level, we've got a point of control, we have a high volume node. Price is going to struggle to break through here. You might get those wicks above just to go and grab the liquidity. But if I start spotting weakness over here, I'm going to short this baby. Okay, this to me is a shorting zone over here. I'm going to be looking for shorts depending on the price action, CVD, proof of resistance, right? I'm not just going to go and put limit orders. That's not how I trade. Okay, because although I'm saying there's a high probability that this is a rejection area, okay, I don't want to be that person that wakes up in the morning with a limit order and price decided to do this before it comes back for a retest. Okay, and then you liquidate it, or you have a big hole in your account, you're crying. I don't trade with limit orders. I'll be honest with you guys, 99% of my trades are market execution. I like to sit in front of the chart. I like to calculate the risk to reward. I like to do proper risk management, do the 3 W's that I always speak about. Why am I entering the trade? Where's my risk? Where am I planning to take profits? And then I market execute from my area of interest. Okay. Right, legends. So round about the 70, let's call it a round number, $67,000, okay, is where this pump could potentially take us. Okay, this could definitely, okay, be a WXY corrective structure. Let's just call it what it is. We don't know what corrective structure this is, but I do know that it's a 3-wave corrective structure. I do know that this is a 3-wave corrective structure. 3-wave corrective structure. All your corrective structures are 3 waves. And there's also the rule of alternation to say that, well, if your second wave is long and complex, you could have a short and shallow 4th wave, right? And now we're getting the pump here to the upside. It looks like it wants to go here to 66,500. Let's call it $67,000. Right, we got the breakout, right? Where this can now definitely be, okay, a, however you want to call it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is what I'm saying, that if this is a 5-wave structure here to the upside, then it looks like it's going to be a 5-wave structure here to the upside. Okay, you want to see, again, a 3-wave corrective structure. But this 3-wave corrective structure that's going to form potentially over here is going to be a little bit bigger than this one and this one. Because when you create 5 impulsive waves to the upside, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, this is where the impulse stops. Okay, so what I'm saying over here is this is number 3. Okay, so once number 5 ends, okay, you can see how small these corrections are because the impulse is to the upside, and you can have a trend and track the momentum to the upside. But when this impulse corrects itself, it can be a larger A, B, C to the downside, and it can go as deep as the 786 when you take a fib from the lows to the highs. So when I look at this structure, okay, I don't know how deep this retracement is going to be if we do get a rejection here by $67,000. I need the high to be in to obviously calculate it more better, Okay, but let's say we're going to reject in this area somewhere. I mean, we can go down to $56,000 as the deepest retracement, and then it's still a valid impulse to the upside. So this will look beautiful. A 5-wave structure, okay, maybe a nice 3-wave structure here to the downside. This is still bullish. Okay, ideally you want to see us bounce here by the 618. This is usually where we get the bounce, is in the golden zone, you know, the 618, between the 618 and the 786. 50% also a bouncing area. Okay, interestingly enough, I do see that, okay, depending on which trading pair you use to do your analysis on, I do have a value area high, okay, just above the 50 on the 4-hour time frame. And I know the value area low, a value area low differs depending on which exchange you use to trade on. So, I mean, I will just be tracking the momentum to the downside and look for signs of support, signs of strength, bullish CVD, and so forth. Right, but for now we're pumping. And for those of you that did catch the breakout here to the upside, congratulations. Mr. Allen, I know you've been taking profits to the upside. And now that the probabilities now increase that we've tapped the 0.88, we are going to most likely claim the high. Okay, so for those of you that got into this trade, congratulations. Okay, we tapped the 0.88. If we do get a rejection, okay, here by the 0.88, like I said, what I will be looking at is, I just want to switch on that weekly level that we broke through now. Okay. Oof. Right, we've now tapped the 0.88. You can see we're struggling a little bit. Okay, so price is either going to continue, or it's going to start consolidating, and it's going to come back to the 0.618. Okay, so we have now broken a major resistance line over here that we've struggled to break through. You can see we've struggled to break through it. Now we have broken through. If we start correcting here to the downside, this is potentially another get-in zone. Okay, where you would then break the trend to come and take the high and even go here to $67,000. Right, so I don't FOMO into trades. I will be patient. I will wait for the scenario to potentially play out. And if we do just pump up straight from here, then I will wait for the next trading opportunity. Okay. Right, legends. What else? Let's go through some comments over here. Took the 886. Yes, I saw. Thank you, Liz. Okay. Can we just call this a fake out for my mental health? Well, for now, it has the probabilities are increasing that we're going to go take the high because we've tapped the 0.88. Okay. Right, legends. For those of you that would like to come and trade with me, link down in the description. Bluffin, Bybit, 𝗖𝗍cie with the lowest fees. Also the largest sign-up bonus here on Bluffin when you use my link down in the description. No KYC, you can start trading in a couple of minutes. Also your way to support the channel. Right, I want to go and have a look here at liquidity. Okay, we do have, interestingly enough, 66,300. We do have some liquidity at 66,300. Interesting, very close to the 1.618 level over here. Legends, you might be asking yourself, where on earth, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, do you get the 1.618 level over here? Okay, let me show you. And I will also explain to you the reason I have that level over there. Okay, let me just take some of the scribble here out the way, take out the weekly levels, clean up the chart a little bit, switch this off. Okay, now this looks better. Okay, for now this looks better. Right, legends, I'm speculating on this as a 1, 2, 3 here to the upside. Okay, so this could potentially still be part of the third wave. Okay, this could still be part of the third wave. But regardless of how I count it from an Elliott wave perspective, okay, all I've done is I've taken a FIB, trend-based FIB, from the low to the high to the low. And that is where I get the 1.618 level. Usually, okay, when you have a nice little impulse, okay, and you create the next larger leg, it usually goes up to the 1.618. And then you see a larger correction. Okay, you see a little bit of a larger correction, and then you can continue the momentum to the upside. Okay, So without going too technical and too deep into Elliott wave theory, this is why I have the 1.618 level. But I am more interested in that high volume node that I've got here floating above. And I think I also have an untapped daily level. So make sure that you have these levels marked out. Okay. For those of you that don't know how to place daily levels, okay, go on to the daily time frame on Bitcoin, right? From an education perspective. Just want to make sure I've got that level aligned. And then you look for open and closes at exactly the same level. You can see where I've got my daily levels, okay? I have a daily level over here because there's an open. Let me take that out the way. There's an open and a close at exactly the same level, okay? And it has not been tapped. This line has not been tapped yet, okay? That is a valid daily level. I actually call this one a daily and a weekly because there's also a weekly level there. If I go onto the weekly time frame, okay, it's also a weekly level. So quite a strong support level, this one. This is not just a daily level. This is a double combo. This is a daily and a weekly level. So maybe I should change the color to something more dangerous. Okay. This is a nice little support zone here to the downside. Okay, then I have another daily level, hasn't been tapped. And I just want to show an example of one that has been tapped. So if you have a daily level over here, I won't place it because it has a wick that already went through the daily level. Okay, let me zoom in here so everyone can see. I won't put a daily level here because it's already been wicked and we found downwards momentum and now we've reclaimed it. Okay, so that's not a daily level for me. You can see where I have the daily level here on top. Okay, daily level open and close at the same level and it has not been tapped yet. Okay, so it can offer some resistance here going back to the upside. Right. Can you check XRP, please? Yes, I will go check out some altcoins in a moment. Right, legends. So for now, it looks like we're getting a slight rejection, okay, with this momentum here to the upside. But I mean, legends, look at the volume. Okay, green volume is kicking in. So, I mean, that's just a confirmation that the momentum is potentially going to continue here to the upside. And I mean, for those of you that did watch my morning update, I said, watch the trend, legends. So if you caught the breakout here to the upside, congratulations. You should have some money in the bag today. Okay. Right, let's go and look at XRP here quick. I do like that we bounced here on the 382. What I was looking at on XRP, legends, is I'm here on the 4-hour time frame. I mean, just zooming out a little bit over here, we got the breakout. And I've said, okay, I would like us to at least retrace to a FIP level, the 382, the 50%, and I would really get interested if we're here by the 0.618. So, I mean, obviously, we've had a massive breakout here to the upside. If I'm not mistaken, over 30% breakout here to the upside. Okay, if you played this breakout here to the upside, 36% in, or percent, 36% in the bag. Okay, I spoke about XRP when we were breaking out. I also spoke about XRP when it was in this region, and I said, guys, decision moment for XRP. It's either going to much lower levels. Okay, here's the invalidation. If XRP hits 28 cents, there's going to be a shit show. Sorry for my French. It's not looking great for XRP. XRP must not hit 28 cents. We are decision moment at the moment for XRP. It has to recover. Maybe there's some bullish news going to come out, or maybe there's some very bad news that's going to come out for XRP. Okay, and this is exactly where we found support, and XRP said, guys, I still want to live. I'm still alive and well and kicking, and then we broke this trend. Okay. So, I mean, I'm looking for the retracements and consolidation areas for potential buybacks here into XRP. So from a trading perspective, ideally what I would like to see is I would like to see a little bit of a consolidation. I want to track the momentum and play the breakout so I can apply good risk management. Okay, I can't just enter where we are right now. For me, it's a little bit still of a no trading zone. I mean, if you want to speculate that we're just going to go higher from here, put your stop below the low. I mean, this is a very far stop loss from where we are. If you put your stop loss here below the lows, are you willing to lose 33% of your account? And if you use leverage, I mean, if you use 3x leverage here, you liquidate it, almost liquidate it. Okay. Right, so be careful. I'm patient. I'm really, really patient, and I'm waiting for consolidation area so I can play the breakout. And at the moment, I don't have a consolidation area. So perhaps XRP is still going to go, make a lower high, fall down, fall down. I want to see this consolidation. Maybe it will come here to the 50%, maybe it will come to the 618, and I want to track the momentum, okay, and then play the breakout. Right. Currently still rejecting here by the 0.88. Okay, so let's see, legends. We maybe come back here to the 0.618, and it's maybe game on here on the smaller time frames. I want to see if we're forming a little bit of a consolidation area. Not yet. Okay, I do like the smaller time frames when you have massive momentum to the upside because you can play the breakouts. Do you guys see? I think we actually spoke about, I can't remember, was it this one? I think we spoke about this in our Legends trading community, the breakout here to the upside. Okay, so for the Legends in our Discord trading community, I think I spoke about this breakout. Okay, if you're still in that trade, I mean, you have a beautiful entry here. Okay, stop below the low, your position should already be protected. So, I mean, one-line trend strategies on the 5 minutes, they are the way to go, especially if you have upwards momentum. So what I would like to see is a little bit of a consolidation so that I can track the momentum. Okay. Obviously, always with good risk management. Okay. Is rejection from 0.88 unlikely? Okay. So nothing is ever guaranteed in the market. What do I mean by the 0.88 level? Okay. So it's all a game of probabilities. Okay. If you play the lotto and you have a probability of winning the lotto by 60%, I think you will play more frequently than what you are playing now because the probabilities are like 1 in 100 million or something like that for you to win the lottery. Okay, so all this is a game of probabilities. From a probability perspective, the rule states that usually, most of the time, when you hit the 0.88, okay, you increase the probabilities that you're going to come take the high. But yes, you can, okay, find a rejection. And because it's just a game of probabilities, it's not guaranteed. Okay, so if this is indeed a 1, 2, 3 year to the downside, what Elliott wave theory states is Elliott wave theory states that this is the maximum target for 2, okay, the 786, but it does sometimes it happens that it taps the 0.88 and it still makes a third wave to the downside. Sometimes. Okay. So it's never guaranteed. So all I'm saying is, and please, it cannot be guaranteed. Okay. Is yes, there's definitely a possibility that we can reject from here and just tumble down. Okay. And everyone's like, crap, what happened? The breakout looked good. We have nice green volume. What happened? And then we'll just say, okay, well, guys, this is why you trade with good risk management, okay? Because if everything was guaranteed, I won't trade with a stop loss. The reason I trade with a stop loss, even if the probabilities are on my side, is because the market is here to surprise us. Right, so purely from a probability perspective, it states that as soon as you tap the 0.88, it decreases the probability for an impulse to the downside, and you're most probably going to get a correction, bounce on the 0.618 or even the 50% fib level over here, okay, and then take the high. It's just there's a higher probability of taking the high when you take the 0.88. Never guaranteed, just a higher probability. And you can go and backtest it. Okay, you can go and reverse the price of Bitcoin, and you can go measure out the Fibonacci levels, and you'll see maybe 7 or 8 out of 10 times when you tap the 0.88 to the upside or to the downside, it's a fake out. It's a continuation. Sorry, it's a continuation where you take the low at some stage. Okay. So, I mean, unfortunately, I wish I could give you a crystal clear answer and say, we're definitely going to take the high. I wish I could do that. I can't. It's just a game of probabilities. Okay, but you do get those traders, okay? They will look at the 0.88. They know the probability of taking the high. Okay, they see the weakness, and they will still scalp the momentum to the downside. They take their profits from a short perspective, okay? And maybe you break a trend over here, and then they long again, okay, to come and claim the high. Right. What else? Let's go through some more comments over here. The rejection from, unlike, you're more stuck in lightning twice than when the, yes, I've heard that as well. It's more likely to get struck by lightning twice than win the lottery. Okay, and I think it's like that in most countries. Okay, 3-minute chart, one line stretch broke down. Watching new trend line for resistance. Okay, yes. I mean, you have to now, when I see pumpy action like this, I'm to the upside and I want to get into the action. I feel like I've missed out. I missed the trade. Okay, I missed the breakout that I spoke about. You know, to keep an eye on this trend. This morning during my YouTube update, I said keep an eye on this trend. Okay, we might get the breakout here where we're going to find strength in this area. We are at a trend. We have this wedgie scenario. We're either going to go down, okay, and claim the liquidity, yeah, massive liquidity, yeah, or we're going to break up, okay. And now we broke up, obviously. And if you're that person that now has FOMO, what I would do is I usually go onto the 5-minute time frame. Okay, if you want to be brave, you can even go into the 1-minute time frame. I'm not particularly fond of the 1-minute time frame. Okay, but you can see how you can track momentums. Okay, look at that. You could have played a breakout here to the upside. Let me go through some examples. I mean, just looking at the structure, there was a lot of opportunities to play the breakouts to the upside. There was another one. Okay, you play the breakout to the upside. There was a beautiful one over here, even on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, that was this one. This one is the one I think I spoke about inside the Legends trading community. Can't remember exactly. It's either this one or this one, right? Where we had a beautiful breakout. Okay. And you can just see, I mean, looking at the structure over here, Legends, you can see that you could have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades here to the upside. Okay. If you know how to use it, you can make decent profits. You just need to figure out how much time do I have to trade? Can I stay at the screen the whole day? Can I play the 1-minute time frame? Can I play the 5-minute time frame? Okay. You still need to zoom out onto larger time frames. For example, go onto the 1 hour to determine is the momentum up or down. Okay. So from a larger time frame perspective, the momentum, I mean, it's simple. The momentum is up. The momentum is up. Okay, I don't see price doing this at the moment. So the trend is your friend until the end, and for now the trend is up, so it's always better to look for longs. Okay, and you could have applied the one-line trend strategy. I'm not sure if everyone here has seen it. Okay, on my YouTube channel. Let me go here onto my YouTube channel. Under tutorials, trading tutorials, there's the first video here that says just copy me. Okay, this is where I talk about my one-line trend strategy. You can apply it to the 5-minute, to the 1-minute. If you have FOMO, you want to play the breakouts to the upside, the momentum is strong in your favor, you have nice green volume, definitely. You can also play to the downside. Okay, I have a lot of tutorials over here. Trading, do this first, where I explain all the basic tools, a 𝗞𝗍𝗂 tutorial, the moon phases that I speak about, an investment strategy, not a trading strategy, a nice little investment strategy over here. I know Mr. Goldstar, I'm not sure if he's in the stream today. One of the legends here is also in our trading community. He sent me a message the other night, and he went and he watched all of these tutorials, and he made comments and he asked me questions, and so well done. I mean, he most probably watched everything at like 1.5 or 2 times speed. He just went through all the tutorials because he wanted to absorb as much information as he possibly can. So under the tutorial section, under my YouTube channel, there's lots of education over here. Okay. Right. Still struggling by the 0.88. So, I mean, Legends, this is usually what I do. Okay. I wait for a trend to form. What I would like to see, okay, do you see, okay, this is usually what I wait for. I wait for waves to form. I wait for waves to form, okay, and then I know, okay, that's a beautiful trend line. You see, even this one has beautiful waves. What I would like to see is for waves to form here. Then I know that's the trend, okay. This is a little bit steep for me. I mean, yes, we can get a push here to the upside, but I like a 45-degree angle. I think is the best way that I can explain it. I like beautiful waves. Okay, then I know it's a 3-touch trend line. You get an A plus trend line. You get an A trend line. You get a B trend line. You get a C trend line. And I mean, all those details, if you guys would like to know like the detailed intricacies of each and every single trend line, go and join our Legends community inside. Let me go in. Just pause this. Down in the comments below, you guys will see first link, okay, to join our Legends trading community, where I educate every morning as much as I can, discuss trading setups, basically everything that I've showed you guys here and more. I'm planning to do a couple of workshops inside there with some of the team members that's asked me to actually go into a little bit more detail with the one-line trend strategy that I use from a trading perspective. Okay. Right, Legends. Yes, Brahim, I'm all okay. More touches, better the trend line. Yes, that's why I'm saying you get an A plus, you get a trend line, you get a B trend line. Okay. Right, okay. I don't like to stuff around here on the 1 minute too much. Okay, I can actually delete some of these trends. Just clean up the chart over here. Okay, but you guys now know where's the levels. Okay, massive resistance above at $67,000, give or take. I'm just rounding it up. Okay, there's a possibility, a high probability that we're going to come claim the high because we've tapped the 0.88. So wait for consolidation to form. Okay, track the momentum, and it's potentially another movement here to the upside, but never guaranteed. Okay, never guaranteed. You could also just fall down, right? But then I will still be tracking the momentum because it could be a bump and run. Okay, you get those bump and runs. I don't know if you guys know what a bump and run is. It's also a trend line strategy. Right, I was looking at ILV, I was looking at Atom. Atom, beautiful Atom. Okay, I took a long year on Atom. I was waiting for the break of this trend. First, my trend was over here. We had a fake out because, and I think this morning during the Legends Trading community, when I did my live analysis, I said, guys, I don't trust this breakout. Bitcoin looks weak. Okay, and I adjusted my trend. Now we got the breakout, and currently in some nice profit here to the upside. So I didn't play Bitcoin, but I did play a small little trade here on Atom. Okay. I don't know why. I think I did Filecoin for some of the Legends. Dot. Tracking this momentum. Nice little fake out there to the upside. Okay. Let me know, is there any other altcoins you guys would like me to have a look at? Flat ABC is happening on 15 minutes. Right, flat ABC. Okay, are you talking about this scenario? Okay, definitely a possibility. But I mean, the target is the same, you know, whether this is an A, B, C, or whether this is the fifth wave, the target is the same. So that's why I'm not even trying to confuse anyone with what if this is the fifth wave or what if it's a B flat, A, B, C flat, where you take the highs, you reject in the flat area, and you tumble down here, because the end result, whether this is a B or whether this is a 5, you're expecting to be rejected in this area. Okay, so I'm not even going to try and confuse people with what that is, but valid point, very, very, very valid observation. This can be a flat here to the upside, but the target is the same. Okay. Right, can you look at Pepe? Let's go and look at Pepe. Let me go and rather search for it. Pepe. I do have you somewhere. There we go. I actually haven't looked at Pepe in a while. Okay, well, Pepe has broken out. Okay, if history, I mean, I'm just keeping the analysis so dirty and simple over here. Okay, if history is going to repeat itself, look at what happened over here. Pepe broke out. It had a retest. It didn't even tap the trend, and then it had an explosion here to the upside. Pepe broke out. Is it going to replicate what happened over here? You know, build up momentum and then continue momentum to the upside to go and claim the high once again. You don't know, right? But for now, just track the momentum. I do see a little bit of a consolidation building up on Pepe, right? So I'm here on the daily time frame, and I'm sure if I go into the 4-hour time frame, there should be some momentum that you can track. The thing I don't like about meme coins is the trend line strategy on some of them are very difficult because they leave these nasty wicks behind. Okay, that makes the one-line trend strategies difficult. But I mean, if you want to have a stab at it, it's already starting to form a nice little trend. Okay, so let's see. The trend could have been here as well, where it's starting to break out. Okay, so not an easy one. Let's go into the 1 hour. Maybe it's got a better trend on the 1 hour. Let's do this. Okay, it's already broken that trend to the upside. So there's another potential. If you miss the breakout, this is what I always say during my updates. If you miss the breakout, okay, sit on your hands, be patient, don't FOMO in, because you're going to be most likely be one of those people that buy in over here. And how often has it happened? It's happened to me many times. Okay, when I started out trading, this looks great. I start buying, and poof, it does this. I'm like, oh crap. Okay. I mean, that's a 10% loss. That's a big knock in your account. Okay. It doesn't look like much, but it's a big knock in your account, especially if you use leverage. Be patient, wait for the consolidation. Okay. Now you know, okay, wow, this looks great. Okay. I'm planning my trade. I'm planning to take profits at the high. If that's your profit taking area, I'm playing the breakout. I have my stop loss below the lows to 2.95. So 3-to-1 risk to reward. Okay. I know why I'm entering. I'm playing the breakout. I know where to put my stop loss, and I know where to take profits. Often what I do say is it's never guaranteed that you're going to come take the high. So I always take a fib from the high to the low, and we've already hit a TP1 over here, 50%, 618, 786, because you could definitely get a situation like this. Okay. And what you can do is you can also de-risk yourself. As you move into profits, you can de-risk yourself. Okay, so this is basically what I'm spotting here on the price of Pepe. Quick and dirty analysis. Right, and if you would like to come and trade with me, link down in the description. Bluffin, largest sign-up bonus, I believe, from anyone else by using the link down in the description. $80,000 bonus, depending on how much you deposit and trade. The money gets airdropped into your account. No KYC required. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up and start trading. Can we please look at Euro? Thanks. Hit the like. Yes, smash up the like for the education over here. Euro. It sounds like an euro. I don't know if you guys have the same chocolates there in your country where you are from. We've got euros here in South Africa. It sounds like an euro. I'm just losing myself over here. It's basically a chocolate with bubbles inside. Okay. Let's see. Euro, USDT. Did you give me the right ticker? Okay, I must put that as an E. Let's see. It's this one. Don't know if KuCoin's going to have the best view. Let's try it. I like to always zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Oof, okay. Don't have a lot of data over here. Ish. Is this a new project, or is it just KuCoin that doesn't have a lot of data? DD. There are so many. Let me just add a couple of them over here. Okay. Okay, it's only been recently listed on some of the exchanges. Okay, not a lot of data over here. Difficult to analyze. Yeah, it's not an easy one to analyze. It's just not a lot of data to the left. I don't like to analyze and play new coins. It's one of those things, from an investment perspective, you buy, you hold for a couple of years, couple of months, depending on what your investment strategy is. From a trading perspective, I can see that we have resistance here. Okay, so perhaps, okay, you either fake out, okay, and for this coin to stay bullish, you really want to see us break out, flip this into support for continuation. Not a lot to analyze over here at the moment, I'll be honest. Okay, Euro, not my favorite coin from a technical perspective. I like a little bit more data. Right. Crypto Hope, can you join my club? It's called the Numb Hands Club. Spot BTC, that is. Okay, my last BTC buy was 59K. We'll buy more as it goes down to 50K. That's a great 59K. That was a great spot buy. Okay, yeah, by 59K. Yes, I'm waiting. Legends, you know the structure that I'm waiting for here on the 1 hour. And we might not get it, okay? But I might be lucky enough to get it. I do have a big Bitcoin bag. I have Ethereum, I have Rune, I have Render, I have spots on some of my favorite altcoins and on Bitcoin. And obviously, I'm adding during the dips, depending on where the price action tells me that it's ready to add. What I can tell you guys is my plan is when this structure is complete, okay, and let's say we find a rejection in the zone where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, A, B, C, okay, whatever you want to call the structure. For those that made the comments in the comment section, I am waiting for the larger corrective structure where this potentially becomes, okay, a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside. I want to buy here, not as we are pumping. So by buying here by 59,000K, okay, great area. That's where I'm planning to load up as well. So depending on where we reject here at the top, okay, I will be keeping a very close eye on the retracement. Okay. If I'm lucky, we will come here to the 786, which is $56,000. And I think that's going to scare a lot of people. Oh, crap, we're going down. We're going to come claim the lows. It's game over. Okay, depending on the price action that I see here, proof of support, I will be buying and adding to my spot bags over here. This is not a trading zone for me. This is purely from an investment perspective. I am not buying here, okay, from an investment perspective. I am patient and I'm waiting for the retracement because I know that this leg has to retrace at some point. Whether it goes higher, it has to retrace at some point, and I'm only going to buy during the retracement. So I'm a very, very, very patient trader and even more patient investor. Right. Legends, Mr. Andy in the house. Deal with the man with the insane alpha. Thanks for joining. I also watched Andy's live stream just before I went live. Also, lots of insane alpha. If you guys would like to find and follow Andy, his YouTube link is down in the description. Okay. I think, yeah, Mr. Andy at Bitcoin Census is down here in the description. Go follow him. Okay. An insane technical analyst and a range expert. Right, legends, not much else to discuss over here. I think I've gone through most of the alpha. Okay. What's the time? Yes. Running out of time, getting ready for the weekend. Smash up the like. Hit subscribe for future notifications. Thanks for joining. And wait, I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers for now.